We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in the set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. 25-yard line. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
This defense is best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go. 13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man.
At their own 30-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield. In 2019, in the top 10 in the league in touches and yards from scrimmage.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
6-yard line.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
And 8.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
He dumps it to Hyde. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. At
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They hand it off to Mostert. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
At the 47-yard
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And that's the rookie Javon Kinlaw who got in there to bring him down.
7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on 1st down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From the 31, Garoppolo dancing to his left. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
He lets it fly for Lockett. This is caught inside the 15. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
They'll try to run with Carson. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
We can come up with a lot of different explanations here. None of them are going to work. At the 1-yard line and coughing it up, no way.
You got to protect that thing like it's your firstborn.
Your firstborn, your secondborn,
your
anyone. It doesn't matter. Take care of the football. You're in a position to go in and score. At worst, you've given up a chance to get 3 points.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3.
He was taken down.
Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
12, fellas. Here we go. 50's a mark.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
Garoppolo's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40.
10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger, to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Mostert, toss left side. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20, and finally taken down at the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
George Kittle, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Seahawks 10, 49ers nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
The Seahawks ball carrier.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down.
15-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
The Seahawks.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Good gain by Chris Carson. Picks up a first down, and you just have to love his running style. Talk about a straight-ahead guy, no-nonsense type of a runner. He's averaged 82 yards a game over the last 2 seasons and had 1,230 yards on the ground in 2019.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Javon Kinlaw picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
3rd and long, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
13.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're really excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Gus Benjamin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch the curl.
They will run again with Coleman. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
Hold on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helping out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
That's complete into the hands of Carson. It's a gain of 5. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
5 yards on the pickup. And this is...
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Wilson now on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And he puts it through there within 3. It's 13-10.
Makes the score Seahawks 13. 49ers 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his legs carry him for a big-time 1st down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the 4th quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, you take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered. A loose football. Coleman lost it. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 80! Defense, keep it up, guys. 65.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nick Bosa.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They run again with Carson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 30-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Handoff comes to Hyde. Down to about the 22 here. Carlos Hyde, for the near term at least, going to get 2 chances a year to take on these 49ers, the team that drafted him back in the 2nd round of 2014. He spent 4 years in San Francisco, rushing for close to 3,000 yards with 24 total touchdowns. On 3rd down, Carson. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line. Today's final score.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, the loss here is their 10th of the season. And it will be a disappointing finish to the regular season, no doubt. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.